This week we're travelling through Suffolk, following my legendary Castles and Coastline cycling route. This beginner bikepacking route takes you on an 85-mile loop, starting at Woodbridge, going through Framlingham, up to Halesworth the first day, before heading east to Southwold, then following the Suffolk coast south through Dunwich, Orford, Woodbridge, and finally ending up back near Ipswich. The route itself is mainly road riding, with about a fifth of it being off-road down dirt lanes, gravel tracks and a bit of sand chucked into the mix. This week we have a very special guest with us. His name's Simon, but you might know him as Simon, a bloke in the woods. Both of us are really looking forward to this trip. It's been in the making for about 2 or 3 years now. Simon does in fact have previous cycle touring experience that you won't see on his YouTube channel. He cycled east to west with his daughter, which is always great to see. So he's not a novice cyclist by any means, and we're both really looking forward to this trip. So let's hit the road and get this adventure underway.
Hippyswift rides his bike through the English countryside with the sun on his back. Ain't you glad that you're alive?
Me and Simon just stopped off at Five Winds Farm Bakery here near Woodbridge Bridge in Orford. We're not going to be eating the bakery food now, but we've got plenty stocked up for the ride up to Halesworth before we find someone to camp late this evening. But first, important job number 1, fish and chip shop.
Winding through woodlands and valleys, rolling past flowers, trees and fields, in the country lanes, on the countryside.
Check out Simon's new bike. He got this a few months ago, I think. This is the second day he's ridden it, and he's absolutely loving it. It's a Sonda Frontier aluminium frame, just like my bike. It's got a SRAM 1x system. This one's a SRAM NX system, which is, you know, perfectly good quality for anything you want. Listen to that. Ah, beautiful, beautiful stuff. His bike features 2.8-inch tyres. It's the same size as mine in a 27.5 or 650B wheel set. Look at them beasts, just like mine. Mine are Rocket Rons, Maywell Swoll. They're both 2.8-inch tyres. I think the rim's slightly wider on mine, which makes a wider profile. That won't make much of a difference on the rough stuff. 2.8-inch tyres is more than enough. Partnered up with his SRAM 1x on both bikes. Yummy, get in my belly. Right, we've just finished our fish and chips. We're leaving Melton now and heading over towards Framlingham Castle. Have a quick look about before plodding on, getting back on the road, and hopefully we'll end up in Halesworth. If not, there's plenty of wild camping spots about.
Now Hippyswift, he gets tired when it's late in the day, so he heads up to the hills with the owls on the back.
It's around 2 PM now, so we've only got 4 to 5 hours of light left. No, about 3 to 4 hours of light left. Fingers crossed we can get the Halesworth in that short time period. Anyway, back on the road. Simon over there wandering down the banks of Framlingham Castle after the perfect shot as always. Oh dear, you heard me talking about him. We're gonna grab a pint at the Castle Inn, Castle pub down the road, and yeah, get back on the road. Hopefully not too drunk, but you know me. Right, we've got all the way from Framlingham Castle, a whole 50 yards down the road to the Castle Inn. Cheers, mate, for
cheers, buddy.
Coming on this bike trip, and
thank you.
Yeah, fingers crossed we can stay warm and dry tonight.
Yeah.
And find somewhere nice to camp and enjoy the rest of our evening.
Damn right.
Hopefully more food.
The packs away full English breakfast, frying in the dawning, and he thanks Lord God that he didn't have to pay no rent.
don't miss these hills. And poor Simon back there, he hasn't been cycling in years. He's actually cycled east to west, the same route I chose to take, so he has got a good experience and knowledge in bike touring, but I think we're both feeling the burn today. My backside's killing me on this physics saddle. I think I might change that one day, but until I change it I'll keep moaning about it. Give me something to talk about in my videos. Oh, there he is, he's doing well. It's such a slog to Halesworth. Well, hey, we finally made it to Halesworth. Let's get some grub in this and find some of the camp. I'm knackered, cream crackered. Need a shower, but you can't smell me through the camera. Luckily, we've just got to my old campsite. If you've followed me for more than 10 years, you'll know this campsite up in Halesworth on north east Suffolk coast. Absolutely brilliant place. Out of the wind, it's low lying, dip below all the fields, so the wind drifts over you rather than sweeping through your camp. Anyway, we're gonna get some hot drinks on the go, some food, a fire, and fingers crossed my sleep mat don't go down tonight, but that's inevitable. As you can see, the wall's taking a battering, but over the course of 7 or 8 years it's been up, it's done extremely well. Simon's bike all unloaded. He took an awful lot of gear. He's going to be so comfortable tonight, absolutely comfy. I do like his helmet though, and that was it, Smith convoy helmet, really nice colour green. That's like perfect olive green. I really like that. And over there you have my bike, which is not so camouflaged. It's bright silver titanium frames. You may notice the new Ultura bag on the back. First thing I'm going to mention is these clips do not look adequate. They do bend, because if you do them up really tight they do flex quite a bit, so I should be replacing them. It's a waterproof bag, it's airtight, and I mean real airtight. High quality materials throughout. Not sponsored. That's going to be my new hashtag from now on. Ew, look in there. Ew, it's got all mud and stuff. This bike does need a bit of a clean, but it's a mountain bike. What do you expect? So this is my campsite. It's just a bivvy bag system today. As always, Snugpack Special Forces bivvy bag. This has a centre zip that runs all the way down to here, so there's no, it's quite literally halfway of the bivvy bag itself, so there's no issue getting in and out in the night, and it never really snags, which is brilliant when duty calls. Now I've got a couple of beers and some tropical juice. I forgot to get water, so you know this will have a few more minerals and stuff, but yeah, 11 grams of carbohydrate per serving. I'm going to be drinking the whole lot in about 10 minutes time, so no issue about the servings there. ProViz Reflect 360 bag here. Doing well with all my, well, chocolate brownies, flapjacks. I've got some dehydrated meals. I've got, oh my god, I've got 2 massive sausage rolls. Absolutely gorgeous. I'll save them for tomorrow. Well, I think, fingers crossed I'll have them for tomorrow. Otherwise I'll go hungry, because there's not many shops. And this is Simon's setup, DD Superlight tarp. That is one tarp that I've always wanted, and I'm really gobsmacked by the quality of this. Seriously, it's absolutely brilliant quality. It's in a legendary Snugpack Stratosphere. I've got one, my friend Sean has one. Many of you viewers at home have these Stratospheres from seeing them used and abused in my reviews. Oh, Simon's got some wood for me, look, thanks Simon. Look at the size of the camera he's using. He's a true professional YouTuber when he lugs around that just for getting a couple of frames and photos. Absolutely brilliant.
But you're not having to lug that thing around.
Yeah, this GoPro is certainly handy, but more handy is your chair, mate. I really like that. You set that up really quickly, and the material, I was watching him set it up, and the material actually slides over these little poles, and yeah, that seems fairly sturdy from what I see in person and seen in your videos.
They're pretty good. I've got a couple of these chairs, and they are good. They do tend. The only downside really is their legs sink into the ground on soft ground, which is
yeah.
They'll sink in a little.
You can't help that, can you?
Help it, no. But it is comfortable. It does make a big difference after a big bike ride.
Your legs are at ease now, mate.
Now the kick back. Yes.
Right, so what we're going to do now is get the fire on the go, and pretty much the same location as I did 9-10 years ago, and yeah, do some cooking and probably a hot chocolate at some point. Morning everyone, just got up, still asleep, need food, coffee, cigarette, then I'll get back to you. Then boat ride, lovely day. Just packing up, ready to hit the road again, hopefully not too hard as always. Let's see what today brings. Hopefully we had another good day on the road. Both our legs aren't too sore this morning, which is great, so now we have plenty more miles in our legs. We can carry on the route down the Suffolk coast, next stop over to Southwold, through Dunwich, down through Framlingham, Orford, and then back to Woodbridge, and we'll see what we can, see along the way.
Hippyswift rides his bike through the English countryside.
Right, we're in Southwold. Let's get some drink in us and a bit to eat. Finish the rest of that flapjack. Just having a little break over on Southwold seafront. Bike's doing fantastically. Well, there's not much can go wrong with this beast, to be fair. Kit's doing rather well. The sleep mat did go down on me last night. Giggity. Simon's really enjoying himself. We're both struggling up the hills a bit. I'm not in peak ideal condition for cycling either, so it's just a bit of fun ride this time. Absolutely awesome. Only covering about 30-35 miles a day, but it's a good ride, good company, and good memories to be had. Simon over there doing his thing to the camera. It's kind of embarrassing actually when someone's next to you and you're trying to film. It's really off-putting. Same for me, same for him, probably for most people, to be honest. We need good tips from Bruce Forsyth, I believe, for being on camera and not flinching too much. Anyway.
The first day that I met you, broken promises we'd made, I knew that I'd regret you. You said you felt the same. Don't tell me that it's over. Let's break another day. You say that you're gonna leave me. So much to stay, but why
I just got wet through that puddle. It's terrible. Simon's bombing about it. He's loving that new bike of his. It's great to see. He's having so much fun out in the wilderness, but not on his 2 feet. The landscape around here is really nice. It's just pretty much left to its own devices. Nature's been there for millennia, and it looks like it's going to continue to be that way for another few centuries as well, at least. Well, hopefully anyway. It's all nature reserve around here, lots of wildlife and rare species locally to this area. These birch forests, absolutely phenomenal. They're beautiful, great to camp in, great for wildlife. Wonderful day, and it's not cold anymore. Brilliant. Now cycling through Dunwich Forest. The woodlands turned from pure silver birch trees into a mixture of poplar trees and other maple varieties. A few conifers that have died off just through lack of light, more than likely, but lovely place, great to camp in these woods, but there are a few adders and grass snakes about, so do need to go a bit careful. Not that we have any truly deadly snakes in the UK, but they can leave a nasty pinch, and if you're out for a multiple day trip, the risk of infection is quite high, so just make sure you're careful when you sit down and set up camp. You're not standing on any adders or anything. They won't turn around and nip you. Anyhow, lovely day. I'm going to wait for Simon Beers. I'm getting carried away. He's all the way back there. Poor guy. I keep storming off, getting into my own little bubble, my own little world, into the zone, if you want to call it that. And yeah, I keep riding ahead too far. And we have been chatting and getting along really well while riding. So the only thing stopping us chatting is our very noisy free hubs, and his rear wheel sounds like a load of hornets chasing me, so probably why I'm subconsciously, pedalling fast. Anyway, let's get on and enjoy our day. Yeah, right, mate. Anyway, let's get to Dunwich lookout point over Minsmere Nature Reserve, looking right for miles in the distance. Beautiful, beautiful day. And here we are at Dunwich Friary. You guys that watch me regularly already know this place. Yeah, what a beautiful, beautiful old place. Greyfriars Medieval Friary. Just got to Dunwich Heath, overlooking Minsmere Nature Reserve. Stopped off for a quick tea break. Bloody Englishman. Simon's got his old Trangier on the go. An actual Trangier, not a knockoff like mine. It's working really well actually. He's got a honey stove around it, but you see he's taken out some of the sections of this honey stove to make it a small square, which fits the Trangier perfectly.
Yeah, the slot's in there.
It's got a Nalgene bottle, are they called, I think?
Yeah. Yeah,
Nalgene bottle with his methylated spirit in, nice and purple, so you're not going to drink it by accident, mistaking it for anything, and warns anyone of the vibrant colours. I'm going to be snacking down on some snack shots, tomato and herb flavour pasta. I like a bit of herbs. This is really nice and handy, so lightweight, dehydrated meals. I kind of nicked that idea off most of the YouTubers out there, to be fair, and I didn't like the idea at first, but when you're on the road you can get water easily. These are the things to have, especially when you can cook in the woods in the evening. So we're going to tuck in, get more fat than we already are, then hit the open road, end up at Orford Castle next, I reckon. Maybe a bit of woodland cycling. Yeah, we'll see where the trails take us. Peace. We just stopped off quickly at Leiston Priory, another half dismantled priory, dismantled by King Henry VIII, no doubt. In his reign they destroyed quite a few monasteries around the country. We're near Leiston now, so hopefully not too far to Orford. We'll get some good shots of the castle again, as I always do. Like that sort of thing, so do you apparently, so we'll keep getting them shots in and we'll keep on the road. We are now approaching Orford, about 2 or 3 miles away. Simon's well behind me now. I just had to leave him a little bit back there for the last couple of miles, just because I need to keep the momentum going up all these little hills. Just got to Orford Castle and we're both absolutely shattered. I can't wait for finding someone to camp in about 45 minutes, an hour tops. The sun's going to start setting any minute now. Got about a good hour of light left, hour and a half of, as Simon calls it, residual light. Don't really use that word too often, but you know me, I'm not a posh guy. Anyway, it's a bit disappointing. Orford Castle, it's a fairly intact place, but the keep, the main building behind me, it's got all scaffold around it, so I'm not sure why that is, and it's the place I really wanted to get a good picture with Simon on, us two on bikes, if you know what I mean, but so that's not going to happen. I'll try and find somewhere else to get a good picture, but I really can't even think straight at the moment. I'm just absolutely knackered. I haven't ridden properly since well before Christmas, probably September, when I had my accident near Wales. I'm still recovering from that accident in Bristol, in Yate near Bristol, quite a bit. My knee's playing up from cycling, and my elbow is I think it's called golfer's elbow or tennis elbow, one of the two. Any which way, I'm not a doctor. Anyway, we'll find somebody to camp in a bit. I'm going to be munching the rest of this bar of chocolate, and hopefully that'll give me the energy to get further down the road. It's because there's still a few hills in Suffolk, believe it or not. Just found a place to camp. I've camped here before by myself. This time Simon's joining me. He reckons his bike's done really well, it's really comfortable and manoeuvrable over the rougher terrain, which is good to hear. And my bike, well, you can see my bike's up for it. Anyway, we're going to be setting up camp here. I've got these two nice pine trees behind me. They're not too sappy this time of year, thank goodness. Later in the year, when it's a bit warmer weather, the sap will really come out and everything will be sticky. Simon suggested that he would get his large 3x3 metre DD super lightweight tarp up here because it's the colour brown, just protects us from a footpath and nosy dog walkers, that type of thing. That's about 150 yards in that direction when you see the sunlight through the trees. So yeah, we're going to get on with that. We're absolutely shattered. I'm super unfit, I know, but yeah, you know, I've been off quite a few months now before Christmas, September, my accident, so fingers crossed I can get on my road bike again this year when the front carbon fibre forks, I can afford a new set of carbon fibre forks because they're cracked, and yeah, hopefully it'll be a good year ahead of us. But for now, we're going to set up camp, have some more chocolate because I've already eaten a bar and I'm fucking hungry. Right, we just got all set up. Simon done a nice little time lapse of him setting up in the Snugpack Stratosphere bivvy bag there, the Hoop bivvy bag, sorry. I'm in the Snugpack Special Forces bivvy bag without the hoops at the top, which I now regret bringing because I would rather have one of them in these windy conditions because that cold breeze goes right down your neck in the night. Last night I nicked Simon's chair for a couple of hours. Yeah, that was really good actually, and I've just noticed there's little pockets on the side. Not on that one, but one pocket's enough I suppose for your beer, and yeah, what else is more important? Anyway, yeah, nice little tarp he's got. This is DD super light tarp. Really thin material, really thin. I'd be very careful around sticks and stuff like that. Again, real small loops, keeping it ultra lightweight, but there's no slacking in the quality there. Yeah, I've got my munch for the night. There would be more, but I've already eaten a massive sausage roll from a bakery. I've got one for today as well, and I've also already eaten another bar of chocolate, so I've got that one for after the bar of chocolate I've just eaten. I've had this Snugpack Adventure Racing sleeping bag for quite a number of years now, and it's really thin. It's done the job in most situations, apart from obviously if you're sleeping not in a bivvy bag. If you didn't have the bivvy bag and you're just sleeping with this outside, the wind will go through that. It is a windproof material, wind stopping material, just like the smock I'm wearing, my top. But then again, you know, it does get through eventually. So a bivvy bag is the thing to go for. And as I mentioned last night, centre zip, just like the sleeping bag itself, centre zip halfway down. Well, on the sleeping bag itself, goes about a third the way down the sleeping bag, which is, you know, pretty ideal, absolutely perfect for me. It's a small zip as well on the sleeping bag, so it keeps it lightweight and compact. Snugpack don't actually make them anymore, unfortunately. I did tell them my thoughts on that, but once they discontinued the product, they've discontinued it. So I'm going to chill out for a bit, crack open a beer, have a chinwag with Simon, who's currently on the phone over there talking to his family. He's a family man. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Morning everyone. It was a bit of a rough night's sleep last night, kept waking up. Matt went down again, like fully down this time, so I just, yeah, cold hips, cold shoulder blades. Majority of the night, we're now getting some coffee on the go, and I'm at a Rizzler, so depressing times. Today is the final leg. We're going from here near, well, a couple of miles outside of Orford. From here we're going to be cycling to Woodbridge, grabbing a few bits to eat and stuff, and then back to my woods for a good chat with Simon, and yeah, to say goodbyes because he's got to be home at mid-afternoon this afternoon, and now it's about, well, it's early so there's no rush just yet. Anyway, I'll catch you in a bit. Just packed up camp. Now ready to hit the road again. Just off to Woodbridge, about 10-11 miles away. Maybe get hot chocolate at a cafe there or something, then back on to Ipswich. Back to my woods.
Come and find me. I need your love. Come find me. I want your love. Come find me. I need your love.
Right, we just got back to my woods here near Ipswich. Absolutely wonderful weekend. It's so great to meet Simon in person. He's absolutely wonderful, laid back, relaxed chap, just like you see on the YouTube videos he creates. He's got some wonderful series on gear comparisons at the moment, so go check them out. He recently done one on hammocks, didn't you, mate?
Yeah, hammocks. Yeah,
I haven't seen that one personally, but if you guys want to go check it out, have a good overview of different types of hammocks in, you know, different situations, built up differently, all the hammocks, so well worth a look. The route we've just done is my Coastline and Castles route. A few months back I announced that I was going to hopefully do guided trips around this route. To be fair, my legs are absolutely killing me, and
mine.
and so is Simon's a little bit. I think we need to get a bit more fit before the next trip we do. It's a really brilliant route to take, however it does push your limits a little bit, however not too far that you don't enjoy the ride. So fingers crossed we'll meet up together soon for another adventure, maybe walking, as you specialise in, a bit of bushcraft maybe, something like that, a bit different for you viewers at home that are used to seeing me slog and complain about cycling
The hills.
over the and the hills constantly. Anyway, let's hear from Simon himself what he thought of this experience and trip.
Yeah, it's been an amazing trip. You know, I only live just across the border in Norfolk, but I haven't really spent a huge amount of time in Suffolk, you know, and there's lots of areas of Suffolk I haven't explored, and you know, thanks to Luke, I've seen loads, and especially this sort of end of Suffolk, the coastal sort of area, loads to see, you know, castles, and there's, you know, old priories and monasteries, and just fantastic landscape. Yeah, gorgeous, really nice place to come for a bike ride, really nice place to come for a walk. There's a great coastal footpath along the Suffolk coast, you know, goes all around the estuaries and stuff. Yeah, top notch. Had a really fantastic few days, a couple of good places to camp. Yeah, spot on. Yeah, absolutely great. I'll definitely be back.
So that's about it for this week, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see Simon's videos, you know who he is already, but I'll link in the description box below and put it up in the cards in the top right hand corner for you. So yeah, till next time, stay safe and I hope you find peace on your bike, enjoying the outdoors.